Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think my work here at Good Springs is done. Not because I think there's nothing else to do here, but because no one else has asked me to do anything. I am a little bit curious what they're gonna do with the half-dozen dead bodies that we left behind, but I'm pretty sure that Sonny the Igor will figure it out. When we come back here again, if we come back here again, I'm sure that everyone will be dead from some kind of horrible disease, or Cobb will be living in someone's shack all through the winter, and then demanding that Sonny make him a wife. 'Cause, you know, Frankenstein. Except it'll be worse than Frankenstein, because the original book was all about, like, nature and romanticism, and frankly, there's nothing romantic about this setting. Well, arguably, I mean, there's some themes of, like, what has science done? Science has made the place really brown. But it's not as though, like, a lack of human involvement has made the place better somehow. In fact, it just kind of makes it, like, ickier. Speaking of, skeleton in a fridge! What a sweet hat. Spooky sweet hat. Actually, how many spooky sweet hats am I gonna run into? I should put this thing on! I bet it'll ward off non-suave gamblers. Yeah, it doesn't look like anything in the picture. Man, that's what sucks about being a girl. You pick up some, like, awesome piece of leather armor, and you're like, oh man, that is so badass. Then you put it on and it's like a bikini. I'm not going to the pool. I can't even think of a good use for a leather bikini. I mean, like, it's not supposed to get wet, is it? Even if it can get wet, imagine trying to run around in the wilderness with a wet leather bikini on. You would get blisters on your crotch, and there wouldn't be enough fluconazole in the world to heal all the yeast infections. I mean, don't get me wrong, a leather bikini is cool for, like, certain specific situations where it might come off again in, like, I don't know, 10 minutes. But see, if we're trying to make the girls attractive by making them more girly and just having those kind of options, well, you really just have to expand the closet. Because we need, like, maybe a red blouse underneath the leather jacket. That could be an eye-catching and confident look. There's nothing wrong with little skin, but it's not like a guy respects that. He doesn't have any long-term interest in that. I mean, I know this is kind of a stale rant, and no game franchise is ever gonna change the way they operate, but it really hurts guys, too. Those of you who date, this has probably happened to you. Do you remember the time when you came home and your girlfriend was in some kind of, like, lacy little thong thing, and you were, like, really tired and stressed out, and you weren't in the mood? She probably got really angry and confused, because she put on the sexy underwear. Why was that not working? It always works on TV. Well, TV is stupid, honey. No, it's not that the girls are sexier on TV, it's that on TV they have, like, 30 seconds to establish a connection, and that's all they've got. You and me, we've had a very long time to figure stuff out. When you're not in the mood, you get feet rubs and back massages. When I'm not in the mood, I get see-through panties. Which, you know, they're great. No, don't throw them out. I'm just saying. This is not a targeted thing. With some girls, you can communicate and you have this problem one time. With other girls, you have this problem every week. And with the latter category, you do not want to get caught playing a game as a girl in a leather bikini. You will spend 3 hours talking about it. Or so I hear. I don't actually know. What was that? Did someone just take a really noisy picture? Who rigged a camera to take a picture of the back of my head? Or of my butt. Oh my god, I'm going to the prison. It makes so much sense. The powder gangers broke out of prison, and then they took over the prison, and then they rigged up cameras all over the wasteland to take pictures of girls' butts. It's exactly what I would do if I were an escaped inmate with no objectives in life. Hey, you in there? I'm onto the thing that you're doing. I have something to tell you about my bottom. Open up. Come on, faster. It's just a stupid, flimsy gate. I'm going through. What are these carts out here for? They look like big mine carts, but just sitting around outside.
Hey there, girly.
Hello.
You here to party with the powder gangers?
Gross. No, I was just wondering, what are you guys doing?
This?
Yes?
This is, or was, the big house.
Oh.
New California Republic Correctional Facility.
Fancy.
Not much correcting went on here.
Aw.
Just slave labor.
Aw.
One day, us prisoners decided to liberate ourselves.
Oh, how ambitious.
Killed the warden, killed the guards, took over the whole damn territory.
By territory, do you mean this area inside the gate?
Well, I don't know.
Then find out.
Depends on if you can make it worth my time.
Gross.
100 caps sounds right to me.
Wait, I'm like the only girl you've seen in a long time and you're gonna make me pay?
Quit wasting my time.
Quit wasting your time? What are the other inmates gonna say? You're gonna go back in there and you're gonna be like, oh yeah, this really cute girl came by and she wanted inside, but don't worry guys, I sent her packing. Dude, you're gonna be lucky if all they do is prevent you from watching the door anymore. Besides, you guys could totally use a girl around here. To nag you into submission, look at this place, it's trash! Take out the garbage! Dawes, I'll tell your mom. Where does she live? I'll send her letters. You better let me in there. I'm gonna tell everyone that you don't let girls in your clubhouse. Then the word'll get around, and other girls won't come by, and the guys are gonna hate you.
What do you want now?
Same thing as before?
Well, I don't know.
Well, you better go ask your boss, because I'm sure that they want a girl in there.
Quit waste.
I cannot believe he's unwilling to negotiate. I mean, what, is he run by a corporate chain?
Yep.
I mean, what, are there other branches of powder ganger prisons around here? The district manager won't let him make exceptions or negotiate? Whatever, I'm just gonna rummage around in your pockets then. I'm going in whether you like it or not. Do you notice me down here? Dawes, you are terrible at this. Maybe I won't tell his mom. I bet she's had enough disappointment. Dawes seems like one of those criminals who was arrested for, like, public indecency. Hello.
You eyeballing me?
No. It's just, you're naked, and you have a bunch of sausages strapped to your chest? I think they might be sausages. I didn't get a good look. You told me to look away. They could have been sticks of dynamite, but in that case, why are they strapped to you? Are you crazy? I mean, really, like, I know that they're safe to handle, but there's a limit to safety. Why would you even want a dynamite bandolier? Under what circumstance would you think to yourself, I gotta have really fast access to dynamite? Would you just stumble into a building and be like, oh, hang on, guys, I got the dynamite bandolier. Let me just get out the dynamite before anyone can tell me no. Also, let's set up a trash can and set it on fire in a room full of explosives with guys wearing explosives. Don't anyone watch it, though. Let's all just leave the room and let the trash can burn. Okay, I'm stealing their grenades. I don't see why this is considered a bad act, because obviously I'm probably saving the powder gangers' lives. I'm not a thief, I'm doing a public service. But, you know, obviously the powder gangers don't know how to handle dynamite or any kind of explosives. They also don't know how to watch over them. So, why did the powder gangers have explosives? How exactly did this work? How did they use them for any kind of purpose that wasn't blowing up the prison? If you gave me a stick of dynamite and said, hey, go clear out that hill, I don't know enough about geotechnical engineering to figure out a good place to put a blast. So that means they must have had experts, because otherwise they'd just be blowing random holes in the ground. So obviously the experts were handling the bombs, and the prisoners were just clearing rubble. So how'd the prisoners get the bombs?
Heard there was a new face around.
Really?
I'm the doctor around here. Sort of.
Word travel's quick. What kind of doctor are you?
I was an NCR medic for 6 months, so
Oh.
I'm not exactly a doctor.
Oh.
Still, it's more medical training than any of the other guys here.
Did you go to school?
It also gives me an excuse to stay out of any raiding parties. The gang can't lose its only doctor now, can it?
But you're not really a doctor, though. Or, I guess you're not really a doctor? I'm not really clear. Goodbye.
Later.
That conversation was fruitless. I didn't learn anything from Hannigan, and really it sounds like all he can do is just sew up open wounds. It seems like the other guys could do that, I don't know, just like, what are they, squeamish? I'm gonna raid your fridge! Let's see, they should probably have enough in here to feed an entire prison. No, just some mud fruit and some water. So they're really polite criminals, because they didn't, you know, raid the fridge first thing. Either that or they don't like mud fruits. You know, maybe they like broccoli. They don't taste very good, but they're really good for you. Or maybe not, I don't know if they've done any studies.
Hello.
Hello. Mud fruit does not sound appetizing, I do have to admit. And you know what else isn't good? The lighting in this place. When was this built? It was not pre-war, because the place is only about 100 square feet. Scrambles?
What are you looking at?
Your hair? Your name is Scrambles.
Why? It's because I mess up people so bad they don't know what part goes where when I'm done.
You're like the silliest guy in this prison. Like, you're trying so hard and you got the eye patch? What did you even do?
Not much. Just killed a bunch of people. Maybe a couple kids, too. Whatever.
Oh, wait, you murdered kids? That's not funny.
Uh-huh.
What the heck, Scrambles? What the heck, Powder Gang? I thought you guys didn't allow that kind of thing.
Dawes said he let somebody in.
He did?
So you going to give me a reason not to kill you and throw your body back outside?
Did you know that Scrambles kills kids? And he's proud of it?
This is Powder Ganger territory. My territory.
Eddie.
Most of the guys around here understand that.
No, listen.
One, Chavez doesn't.
Dude, I'm trying to
Chavez formed his own crew and have been hitting traitors on their own.
Okay, but about
Everybody I've sent after him either got killed or weren't able to catch him. That leaves you. What do you say?
Well, okay, can we talk about Scrambles afterward, though?
Chavez is the ringleader. Without him, his crew will fall apart, and I don't give a shit about those guys.
Okay, well, just the thing about Chavez, I'll go take...
Good. Chavez and his boys were last seen south of here.
Well, see, I just
If you're
want to...
lucky, and he's careless, he might still be there.
About Scrambles, I just feel like you're worried about your street cred, right? Well, you know, it just...
Yeah, get out of here.
You just keep cutting me off. I am trying to tell you that your right-hand man Scrambles... Fine, I'll just go talk... I'll talk to Chavez, but when we come back, we are having a dialogue. I mean, do you think, like maybe the other guys don't even know about but maybe they do know, they probably know. They're in a prison, it's real close-knit, they probably all know. I mean, you think to yourself, a bureaucracy is bad. I mean, like, some big company is always just trying to steal everything from everybody, and you think to yourself, but criminals, though, they have a code of ethics. They don't allow the child murderers, but then they do. Well, if a company is gonna sell cigarettes to babies, and then the criminals are gonna kill the babies, then who do I turn to? Not you. You're naked. And not you either, Dawes, you're weird. It is a tough world we live in. I think that maybe all this gloom and lack of, sunlight is just causing everyone to have stunted emotional growth. Not to mention stunted brain growth, because mass murderer plus killing children? How did Scrambles get sentenced to a labor camp with bombs? Okay, now what the heck am I looking at here? I'm seeing a sun-bleached skeleton covered in blood. I'm gonna assume that there were 2 killings here. The first one took place a very long time ago, and the second one was recent, but the body was dragged away by giant scorpions. Otherwise, I just have to believe that that skeleton was bleeding, and somehow got moved. Or moved itself, which means that skeletons are trying to break into the prison, and oh hey, look at that, it's Chavez's gang. All of 20 feet away from the prison. I'm not sure, but I think if someone had a rifle, they could go to the top of one of the towers and, you know, just shoot him from there. I thought that the people of Good Springs were silly and lazy, but man, this is like if you took Good Springs and then they were all just criminals. Not even good criminals. More like criminals that hide out in the grocery store until they close, and then they're trapped in the grocery store. Then they're like, gosh, it sure is dark. And they lock the registers, so I guess I'll just eat ice cream till the police show up. Just look at this, I almost feel sorry. Their loot includes a kid's toy. It's like a bomb dropped and 5-year-olds took over. Oh, sorry, I'm in your personal space.
You just walked into the wrong camp, my friend. Hand over everything you've got and we might let you live.
Chavez, no. Eddie sent me to come talk to you.
That's nothing new. Am I supposed to be impressed?
Not really, although you might want to walk like another 20 feet further down.
Alright. Pickings were getting slim around here anyway.
And then he said that your gang is totally dumb anyway, and he left.
I'm happy you cleared that up for me. But we've got another situation to worry about.
Is it Scrambles?
There's a merchant hanging around near the prison.
We should talk about Scrambles.
Something feels funny about him, and I want you to deal with him.
Okay, fine, I'll deal with it.
Shake him down if he's legit, but if not, take him out.
You do know I just kind of wandered in here almost by mistake, right?
Most people already know we run this territory and are usually in a hurry to get out. Not this guy. It's like he wants us to come get him.
Are you sure he's not just dumb? Okay, fine, whatever.
Yeah, get out of here.
Yeah, fine, I'm going. Psychopath. Hey, dude. So whatever you're doing, it's dumb.
Better be careful around these parts. I hear there's powder gangers around and dangerous for merchants like me.
Oh, so you know you're being dumb. Also, I like your hat, but I was wondering, do you not want to be shot in the head?
Guess I was a little too obvious.
A little?
I'm actually a bounty hunter.
Oh.
I was hoping to bag some powder gangers if they tried to rob me.
Well, here's the thing. I heard that Han Solo was hiding out about 20 feet down from here, so go away.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Was a stupid idea anyway.
Oh, I don't...
See you around.
Yeah, okay, see you later. And then he said that your gang is totally dumb anyway, and he left.
Good. Had him figured for NCR, one of the Rangers made.
No, he was just dumb.
Anyway, speaking of the NCR, I need you to take a walk down to Prim.
Oh, is it a long walk?
The NCR hasn't raised hell over our breakout, and I want to find out why. They're up to something, I can feel it.
Maybe it's because you guys are harmless.
I know the NCR has troops near Prim, so talk to the locals and find out if any of those troops are going to be coming our way.
Okay, I guess I'll ask if they're sending the army, although I got in, so I don't think it's gonna take much to trick you.
Yeah, get out of here.
Okay, so Prim is on the right, and Nipton is straight ahead. So we'll just take the first exit, I think. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Okay, yeah, just go for the giant cockroach. Leave me alone. I'm not the weaker prey this time. But hang on, that means that if there are a bunch of lizards in Good Springs, then they must have a lot of cockroaches to eat. Which means that Good Springs is filthy. It's like when you have spiders in your house. If you have a ton of spiders, it means you also have a ton of bugs. Because spiders don't just move in for no reason. They like all the food that you live with. Usually it's like silverfish or something. Spiders don't respond very well to pesticides, but you still have to bug bomb your house, because that gets rid of all the icky bugs. I don't know if that works for giant lizards, though.
Hey, where the hell do you think you're going?
In your butt!
Prim is off limits.
Sorry, I don't respond well to authority. Thank you for the warning.
Careful. You may want to talk to Lieutenant Hayes. He's in a tent down the road. Just stay on the west side of the overpass if you don't want to get shot.
Why would I get shot? Are you shooting people on the east side of the overpass? Is this a turf war? Okay, I'm sure that Lieutenant Hayes has some kind of answer. Or you guys could be about the same as Good Springs and the Powder Gangers. I mean, oh my gosh, look at this. Just the buildings are all torn down, there's rubble everywhere. You could just spread that around so it filled in the gaps in the road, but no. Man, I'm probably gonna be lucky if Lieutenant Hayes hasn't choked to death on a spoon. I'm gonna walk into that tent and there's not gonna be any lights in it. They're just gonna be sitting around in the gloom, and they're gonna be, like, dead. It'll be overrun with those giant lizards, and they'll have gotten a hold of all the rifles. Okay, looks like here's the army. Just this one dude.
Hello.
Hello. Please don't be pitch black and full of monsters. Phew. So, hello guys.
I'm Lieutenant Hayes of the New California Republic Army, 5th Battalion, 1st Company.
Oh, cool.
What's your business?
Are you gonna attack the prison?
Military operations are classified information.
Classified
Brass is
information.
familiar with the situation at the NCRCF.
Wow, that was like sending an email to the support staff at YouTube. It was just that impersonal.
Ma'am?
Ma'am. Seriously, you guys just totally dropped the ball and screwed up everything at that prison, and all you've got for me is, we may or may not be aware of the problem, and we might resolve it at some point in the future. So, Lieutenant Hayes is a glorious dead end of no information. Oh my god! Go away! Chew. Go eat Lieutenant YouTube support! Leave me alone. Okay, everybody, I think we'll pick up here next week. Thanks for playing with me.